ダメよ。 And so begins the battle with the lord of all evil in this land of Nippon, Yami. Weaponless, brushless, powerless, we have to kick, bite, and headbutt our way to victory at the beginning. Sure to dodge his attacks in the process, of course, but after we've done enough, we are given back our very first power, the power of rejuvenation, given to us by Yomigami in the Cave of Nagi at the very beginning of our adventure, allowing us to restore broken or missing objects back to its original state. Now this also gives us a divine instrument back, but the whole reasoning behind rejuvenation being given to us at the beginning is because of the first form of many forms that Yami will have here, this first one being called Empty Death. There are ancient texts that state that this form lives only with a desire to kill and destroy. So we must fix what it destroys, being the god of this world. And secondly, we receive our second brush technique, Power Slash, originally bestowed upon us by Tachigami in the Cave of Nagi as well, an attack-based technique that allows us to slash anything in half with a single brush stroke. Such as these missiles, which also can slash them back if they are too hardy to be split. A few more blows and we should move on yet again. This time it is the power Green Sprout of the Hanagami trio, Sakigami and the power of Bloom, used to restore nature's beauty, Hasugami and the power of Water Lily, used to traverse great distances over water, and Tsutagami with his power of Vine, used to reach what would otherwise be impossible to get to places. And upon blooming open Yami, we are given his core, and also I'm going to get stuck on the core for a split second. And then we just attack away until the first form is defeated. Now on to Phase 2, which many describe as being his easiest form. I disagree, I still think the first form is easier. This first form, we are going to have to just run and avoid his attacks from the very get-go. You're going to want to try to get up to speed, at least into this, into the first level of your dash. You don't necessarily have to be at light level yet while dashing to avoid his fire. Attack away. This form is described as round, cold, and desolate as the moon. Impossibly inorganic and in no way can be represented by human or animal. Yami is just too lifeless. The first technique he relents is Cherry Bomb, given to us by Bakugami in Shinshu Field. With one circle and another stroke, we had the power to blow through most objects, and could over time conjure 2 and even 3 cherry bombs at any given time. Blow him open to get to the core. As you can see, you have to platform your way up to him. Over time, he will put his core at higher and higher platforms, thus making him harder to reach. Again, once enough damage has been dealt, he will close up. Try not to be stuck on the platform when he closes up, or you will get crushed and receive quite a fair amount of damage. The next power is Water Spout, the power of the god Nuregame, used to cleanse the earth and rid it of fire. The very same fire that he used to try to attack us later in the fight, or earlier in the fight, sorry, and right now. Once again, we blow him open with Cherry Bomb, and as I said before, the core is going to be placed at a higher platform, thus making it harder to get to. With Water Spout, over time, we were able to eventually use Power Springs to reach higher places, and eventually manipulate Mermaid Springs without the use of their currency, and travel over long distances. Now we will be given another power, this time the antithesis of our own, the power of Crescent, given to us by Yumigami in Agatha Forest during our quest for the Satomi Canine Warriors, allowing us to turn day into night whenever we wish. And as you can see, it brings the spirit of the great Nagi to aid us in our fight. However, we move on to the third form, represented by the evil desire to gamble with life and death as if it means nothing. We have control over our own fate, but at the same time we don't. Power Slash almost anything he sends your way, save for his thunderclaws that he will send out from the bottom layer if you get electricity in the middle. He will also sometimes roulette ink and or let his core be open for attack, depending on what you get. Unluckily enough, or possibly luckily enough, I got the lockjaws all over the place, which send these balls of, you decide what they are, which will hit us and also leave minor curse stones that take up roughly 1/6 of the battlefield. But not seeing as we have done plenty of damage, we will automatically be given the very next power. And this time, it's the power of the god encountered at the top of the Gale Shrine. It is Gale Storm. This is given to us by Kazegami, allowing us to blow away any evil and later trap it in a destructive whirlwind. Of course, enough damage has already been dealt, so once he gives us the chance to power slash it again, we will immediately be given our next brush technique. On to power number 8. This time it is Inferno from the brush god Moegami, given to us in the depths of the moon cave, allowing us to burn and or melt objects and demons. A most destructive technique. He is going to launch ice at us, and we can just take it from Solar Flare, thus rendering it completely useless. Now, he should be close to his next technique, and if he is not, which he is, okay, this technique is the technique that is used to battle this form. And it is also my favorite technique in the entire game. Veil of Mist. Given to us by Kasugami, the drunken sheep god, found hidden away in the Emperor's palace in a flask. This allows us to control our own fate and time, allowing us to stop it wherever we wish. Actually, I didn't want to use electricity there, which that's a mistake on my part. But as you can see, when we use Veil of Mist, the spirit of Queen Himiko aids us, giving us health in our fight, allowing us to overcome this battle against Yami. Now we should be able to use this form to attack him back. And that should actually be it for this form once we deal enough damage. Now, unfortunately, his electricity is not going to be easily stopped nor avoided. But if we can just keep running, we should be able to get away. All we have to do is deal a fair amount more of damage, and we should be good. And I got the bomb, which all I have to do is use Solar Flare on it, and we're good. On to the final form, which actually you're going to be a little bit surprised, as lifeless as Yami is, has a bit of personality to it. Even the most lifeless and destructive creature ever has a humorous fiber in him. This form represents machinery and its most destructive tendencies. This is also considered to be by many the truest of Yami's first 4 forms, considering that he represents machinery and how destructive it is. This phase can take quite a while, so there is no shame in using bead string to hit him from afar over and over. As you can see, I have equipped it now, which should allow us to obtain our very first technique of the form very quickly. However, this is not the crux of this form. This one is just Catwalk, given to us by Kabegami from the peak of the highest tower in Nippon, Cat Call Tower, and allowed us to walk on walls to reach places we could not otherwise. I am going to be climbing a platform on the edge of this just to kind of show its use in battle and show you what lies at the top of these. But other than this, it has no effect in battle and never did at any time in our adventure. So once you go to the top here, you should open up this treasure chest, and they will contain various things such as sakes, holy bones, exorcism slips, stuff like that. Just useful in battle items. Now if you keep attacking him, we should be able to wear him down to the more important power of this phase in just a moment here. So keep attacking him with your sub-rosary, and then it's the most important power of this entire phase. Thunderstorm. The power given to us by Gekigami while on Oni Island. The weakness of any machinery, even Yami himself, and the true key to winning this battle. What we need to do is we need to switch back to Solar Flare first, because I don't want to use that the entire time. We are going to be using Thunderstorm to stun him. As you can see, he's going to bring up his arms before he's able to send down a destructive blast our way. We zap him. He poops out his own core. That's obviously where that comes from. And then we attack using Veil of Mist to allow us to get in as many attacks as possible. Of course, we are forced to stop for a second so that he can give us the last power before we can completely kill him. And this is the last technique, Blizzard, given to us by Itegami at the Waoku Shrine, and thus completing our quest for our power, returning us to our truest possible form, at least for now. So, from here on out, it is just a battle to the finish. He has a small amount of health left. If you can keep power slashing him, you should be able to stun him in time, or if you use rosaries, you can probably still manage to hit him from afar. See if we can power slash some of these missiles back at him. Now it's just a battle. If you can wait for him to use Thunderstorm on you, all the better, as that will do quite a large amount of damage. And he'll whip at you. He'll try to hit you from above, as we saw before. He'll send electric blasts your way. But that should stun him. Let's quickly use Veil of Mist. And get up to him in time. And attack him until he dies. Hopefully. Use all your powers. Give it all you got. Consistently avoiding his attacks, of course. And soon we should... Oh, almost. We're getting there. If he can use his Thunderstorm here, which it looks like that's what he's about to use right now, just to avoid the missiles. And this should be it. I don't even know if I need to use Veil of Mist here. Screw it, let's just do it. Let's go for it. Unfortunately, Queen Himiko didn't appear that last time, but that's okay. She can only give me so much health. And... the end. But of course, there's Ōkami Amaterasu herself, goddess of the sun, the purest and most divine entity, and the whitest light in all the darkness. And with the power of every life we have touched on this amazing journey, we will prevail.